ticket given for his challenge on the goalkeeper. Dalglish coming short, Booth following him, so Souness takes the gap behind the defence and gets in! All to do with organisation, all to do with movement off the ball. Kenny Dalglish came short, took Booth with him, and as he did so, Souness was making the run, got in behind the defence, and thank you very much, that's the first goal for Liverpool. Shannon, and they beat the offside trap. This is Power, this is Kidd. Oh, they must surely, and they do. Liverpool going to protest to the linesman as Kidd takes the applause. His third goal of the season. He's got all three for City at the moment. Liverpool unhappy with the linesman's decision, but the goal stands. The breakthrough to Power, and finally, after a few agonising seconds, the ball put in by Kidd. McDermott. 5 forward on the attack, that's a fine ball, finds McDermott, here is Ray Kennedy. It's so simple. So Liverpool back in front after 34 minutes. McDermott, the break in the inside right position, picking up the through ball. Inside to Ray Kennedy, 2-1. That corner should not be allowed to be taken. Illegally placed. Hughes didn't quite get any power behind that. Kidd! Neil. Highway. There's a player into the gap. It's McDermott yet again. Dalglish. Souness. 3-1. His second. Souness the scorer, but the build-up to the move, again so important, and again it was McDermott who saw the gap in the inside right position, and that was the vital turning point of the move that led to the goal. Owen. Butcher. Oh, he hit that well! It's a brilliant save because he got a deflection off Kidd. That was a superb save by Ray Clements, because the shot originally by Butcher was deflected up after Clements had taken off, and he was able to take off that little bit more to flick it up onto the woodwork. Thompson had it flicked away from him by Butcher. Alan Kennedy, well, that's not his better foot, let's put it that way, but Dalglish is onside and can make it 4. Well, not quite the quality of the previous goals, but it's Kenny Dalglish's 4th of the season. Came from a miscue by Alan Kennedy that just put him through. He was just onside and he took his time to put it away. But it's gone. Here's Shannon! Oh, and it's gone wide. How City needed that to be, what, a yard further over. Well played by Shannon. Oh, that's beautifully reversed too to Keegan. Back again to Shannon, worthy of a goal. Oh, and a whisker! Oh dear, he got it all so right, all so well organised, and then was a foot wide. That's for Power, and on his left. That's for Shannon. And Here is Hartford. It just isn't going to go City's way. He headed for the sharpest of angles on the corner, off the foot of the post and into the arms of Clements. Keegan. Shannon. Can he make this one count? No, he can't! In all but his finishing. Booth. Clements, as we move into the last 5 minutes. Hartford, Shannon. Well, I don't think there's any way he's going to score this afternoon. Took his time then, but the angles were in the favour of the goalkeeper. Well, City had their chances, but the match was Liverpool's at a pair. To call them a machine really is an insult, unless you're talking about a Rolls-Royce. Fine match, a fine performance, and City under strength, doing well to stay in there. They weren't disgraced. I can't think of any other team who would have held Liverpool on this sort of...
Delia again. Naylor has taken the right touchline, nobody down the left, and Duncan is given onside and he's round Clements. Oh, what a very good save. That was desperate for Liverpool. Duncan got through, the linesman kept his flag down, Hoddle and Villa were in the middle, and as Duncan tried to cross, Clements somehow got down to stop him. Villa. Ray Kennedy. Case. Miss-hit, but it's found Dalglish and he turns and scores! I suspect that was miss-hit by Jimmy Case, but it couldn't have been miss-hit to a better player than Kenny Dalglish. Brilliant on the turn. Round Perryman and in under Danes. 10 minutes gone, 1-0 to Liverpool. And still bent round the wall by Dalglish, by Highway, but a fine save by Danes. Super free kick, Danes just able to clutch it. Quarter of an hour of the game can be very difficult to deal with. Dermot put in by Highway, and the chest down by Perryman dropped nicely for Dalglish, and now Kennedy, and Souness, can he turn on it? Pulled it back for Case, Dalglish! Well, I reckon they've done it again. After that ball had pinged around, it was played back to Case, and I'm sure that his shot was miss-hit, but it came nicely to Dalglish, and he deflected it past Danes as cool as you please. McDermott. Kennedy at the far post, and in it goes. Not sure who's claiming that. I think it may have been an own goal off Lacey. Kennedy getting the congratulations of his teammates, but the third goal it is. Kennedy up well, and bingo number 3. Is a bit worried about whether he can get a clear view of this. Hoddle standing over the ball, he rolls it for Taylor, and now Lacey, blocked by Souness, off the line by Ray Kennedy, and the danger passes. Lacey's shot, blocked by Souness, then Clements got a hand to it, and Ray Kennedy completed the clearance. Nice neat turn. A good ball out to Dalglish. He's got plenty of time to choose the spot for the cross, but McAllister cleared. Back in it'll go from Case, who can hit them. Good save. Danes. That one was on target from Jimmy Case. Very good, well-struck shot that was bending, but in fact bent back into the path of Dane's dive. They are toying with Spurs now. Case deep towards Kennedy, who times the jump well. Dalglish turning, setting it up for Souness to shoot. The goalkeeper was flat-footed. There was a deflection, and for all Danes knew, it might have been deflected into the net. Dalglish with a lot of room now, and he's beaten Perryman, and can he get the hat-trick on the stroke of half-time? Sets it up for Kennedy, and it looked like number 4. Every time Liverpool go forward, it seems as though there's a goal in the making. So this very fragile Spurs defence will surely be pleased to hear that half-time whistle, because it looked then as though Kenny Dalglish was about to get his 3rd goal. Johnson on for McDermott. Ray Kennedy in the middle, the ball with Dalglish, and now Johnson, Souness, Dalglish did well to turn on the shot. Johnson, 4-0. Well, the defence just fell apart again. Dalglish did well to turn on the shot. Danes had been pulled out of goal, managed to block it, but credit to Johnson for the efficiency of his finishing when the ball came out to him from 10 yards, like an arrow along the ground. McDermott to Souness, Dalglish, Souness beautifully on his chest, and then a good shot, fisted away by Danes when it looked all over a goal. Souness, such skill there, beautifully taken on his chest, and Case robbed him as clean as a whistle. And now here's Dalglish put away by Ray Kennedy. Dalglish for Johnson, number 5. Whenever Liverpool go through the middle there, just slipped through to David Johnson, and his 2nd goal of the game seemed to go between Danes' legs. Highway to Souness, chip in for Alan Kennedy, gets a 2nd chance and pulls it across for Johnson, off the line brilliantly by Duncan, as Johnson was already celebrating his hat-trick. Brilliant clearance by Duncan. Now Highway, can he get in on the scoring act? Penalty! And Duncan, having just saved Spurs a goal, looks now as though he's given away the 6th by bringing down Highway. Phil Neal, who is a deadly customer from the spot, stepping up to see if he can make it 6. Neal, it's to be then. And it's saved by Danes, and Dalglish can't meet the parry. But the referee is going to have it taken again. The referee has judged that Danes moved before the ball was struck. Danes now on his line, knows that he must keep still. Will Neal put it in the same place again? No, he doesn't. So that now is 6-0, and this is becoming a rout. Johnson And Johnson the ball into acres of empty space for Highway. And Highway, a brilliant crossback. McDermott it was who finished it. And what a classic goal. Tottenham in remnants. Can't he be pleased with that? Glorious long passes. Johnson finding Highway. Highway with lots of space. A great quick cross back. And the flying dive by McDermott to make it 7-0. And there is the final whistle. Liverpool have absolutely slaughtered Spurs. 7 goals in an outstanding display of attacking football.
Filnier, belting header, Lloyd out, Souness, McDermott. Oof. Play on, says referee Linamar. Burns, Lloyd. Dalglish trying to put Lloyd under pressure. Bowyer down, Woodcock. Oh. Souness. That's a yellow card for Graham Souness. And Souness taking away Tony Woodcock's legs. An anxious Jim Gordon is down on the touchline below us, so the Woodcock's coming up. Here's the challenge that got a very late one on Woodcock by Souness. That's what got him the yellow card. Robertson, beautiful ball. That's on for Bertels. Thompson is the man facing him, and he beat him. Great skills. I want to try. Oh. Well, there is confidence for a lad in only his third first-team game. Gary Bertels, that was explosive. He turned Phil Thompson and very nearly beat Ray Clements. That really was something. Super save too. Anderson to Burns again. Really right on top of his game tonight. Bowyer, little flick on. Woodcock and Bertels has got it. His first ever goal for Nottingham Forest, and it had to be in the European Cup. 1-0. This ball stabbed through by Bowyer. Woodcock looked as though he was on his way. Hughes calling for offside. Thompson skint and Bertels into an empty net. Well, what a night to remember for Gary Bertels. Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool nothing. And then forward to Case as Liverpool didn't totally solve the problems early on, and Souness is coming back, and there's an awkward shot. Souness putting some bend on it. Woodcock, as Hughes is taken right up there. Bertels waiting in the middle. Far post is Robertson. Woodcock still there. And only a corner. And gallant there was Emlyn Hughes, who came back to make the challenge, the man who'd been taken out earlier by Woodcock, but he was still there to make the important last challenge. Forest's fifth corner. And Tony Woodcock to take it, looking for swing with that left foot. Oh! That was so close. From Bertels again. Gary Bertels, the number 9. A totally new face to Liverpool. And they haven't absolutely got him weighed up yet. Thompson reaching across for Alan Kennedy. Ball into Ray Kennedy. Ball, Dalglish. Neil, a bit early for Souness. Feeds a very good ball across there to Highway. The chip and Case coming in hard. And it was nice, positive build-up from Liverpool. probing, looking for the opening. Case getting on the end of that one. Woodcock turning away from Thompson. Brings Robertson into the game. Fell over the ball, not a leg. It's Dalglish. Oh, what a good dummy on Lloyd. And wisely the referee lets it go. Tries it. He had options left and right. Highway to his left. Neil breaking on the right. Decided he would have a dip himself. Woodcock. He was going with him, and Robertson is given just a tiny bit of space. Can he use it? McGowan. Barrett. Oh, that was so very nearly a good ball. Just wide of the outstretched leg of Birtles. But Liverpool carving back now through Ray Kennedy. Nobody in the middle. Lloyd didn't need to play it, but it'll come back for Dalglish. And the way is suddenly blocked up. Oh, and Dalglish guessed what Anderson was going to do, and Kenny Burns is angry. Burns indicating that Dalglish had his leg up. I don't think he did. It was just a bad pass back by Anderson here. There's the pass, and Dalglish read it. Liverpool now attacking the goal to our right. 1-0 down, the first challenge of the second half. Larry Lloyd, the man who's going to get the yellow card. So what? 2 kicks, and Larry Lloyd goes in the book to join Graham Souness. Steve Highway, the man on the receiving end. Lloyd, who has played sterling part in the Forest defence throughout the first half. A wild challenge then. McDermott with the free kick. Shilton calls for it, says it's mine. Woodcock, good jump. Archie Gemmell brought down from behind by Alan Kennedy. Free kick. Archie Gemmell still having a little go. Kennedy. Free kick taken. Anderson rolls it back to Burns. Ooh, that was a late one by Ray Kennedy. Burns is down in some considerable pain. Highway setting Neil down the line. Good ball out by Barrett to Woodcock. And here's a chase on for Forest. Souness coming back to Woodcock. He's made the angle, waiting for somebody to arrive, and it's Barrett. Offside flag. Well, that was a tremendous run by Tony Woodcock. Did everything right. Skinned Thompson. Waiting now to look up to see who's arriving in the box. It turns out to be Barrett. And a tremendous low drive. Looking now for the offside player as he hits it. And there it is, it's Bowyer. David Johnson just enough to take the throw-in. It's Alan Kennedy. This is when Liverpool are at their most dangerous. Dalglish. Yes! Oh, what a save! That will have impressed Ron Greenwood here to see his 2 England goalkeepers in action, Clements and Shilton, and that really was something a bit special. The power of Dalglish turned the reactions of Peter Shilton. Beautiful stuff. So pressure on Shilton again and the Forest defenders. Highway's corner. Burns was there. Gemmell. But it'll come to Alan Kennedy. Kennedy breaking again. Oh, and nobody touched it. Lloyd has whipped it around for the corner, and Peter Shilton is really having a go at his defenders. And Liverpool are coming right back. Oh, that's long, and Shilton was there. Shilton, who has saved Forest so many times this season, certainly has done his full share in these last minutes or so. Birtles challenge. The ball might drop for Robertson, who's again under pressure from Jimmy Case. Nice little ball in to Dalglish. McGovern going with Dalglish. Johnson. The look up, the Kennedy ball. Souness didn't work. And Gemmell rolls this out for Woodcock. Beautiful dummy. They've got to watch the offside now, as Birtles is there. Hasn't totally got it under control yet, but now he's taking on Hughes. Anderson goes outside him on the right. He's going to try it. And he had Clements diving wide. This is an eager young man. Thought he might have something going, and I think Clements did for a moment. Dragged it onto the left foot. The drive had Clements scrambling. Forrest, who played Liverpool 4 times last season and didn't lose one of them. A draw, 1-1 here. 2 0-0s in the League Cup. Or 1 0-0 in the League Cup. A free kick not given, the advantage given instead. As Dalglish comes forward. Yes, of the 4 games. 1-1 here in the league, 0-0 at Anfield. And that 0-0 and 1-0 to Forest in the League Cup final as Birtles cuts through on his own. The pace and confidence to do it. Not a bad-looking cross. Woodcock. And a superb goal from Barrett. That was as good as Forest are likely to get all season. And the boy Birtles was involved in it. And Bob Paisley, his comments, I wonder what they are. Here's where it started, with Gary Birtles. This ball across the box. He did well to come away from that challenge. Recovers from Thompson. Looks up, tight to the line. Woodcock the header back. And a whacking shot from fullback Barrett.
Yeah, very good.
As the game goes on, Liverpool will have to take more risks rather than fewer. Here comes Alan Kennedy. Gemmell brought him down. I think Gemmell started out intending to play the ball, but as you can see, he was late. Kennedy with it quickly to Dalglish. Good turn, Dalglish. Oh, Shilton makes it look easy. He may have looked as if he dropped on it, but that was sharp forward play by Dalglish when he turned, and sharp goalkeeping as Shilton got down to his left. And again, Forest move up in numbers. Woodcock. Birtles. Here's Bowyer. Gemmell. Anderson. Oh, was that handball by Phil Johnson? Is the suspicion of it, I thought. There's Highway. Well, a couple of Forest players appealed there, and I must say, just for a moment, I thought Phil Thompson may have handled it. It was Anderson on the ball. Was it? Well, I think it was from there. David Johnson doing the harrying there. It's come to Dalglish. Oh, what a save! And when they asked Shilton to produce it, he certainly did. Johnson got in, Dalglish hit it first time, and there's Shilton at his best.
And Kennedy came quicker. Off neighbour. Ryan for Reeves. Hansen in there strongly. Dalglish, a quick check to see whether he can control. He can. It's Johnson trying to return it to Case. And Dalglish, a back header. Can Bond get this? He's up against Highway. Beats him. And a dangerous cross is in. And it's straight in the back of the net from Steve Highway. 6 minutes gone. A stunning goal there for Liverpool. Well, the ball played in from the right. Dalglish's header goes out on the left-hand side to Steve Highway. He turns Kevin Bond inside out a couple of times and then fires one across the face of the goal. That could have been meant for the far post, it could have been meant for a shot, but in it went, off the far post, and a marvellous start for Liverpool. Dalglish and Hoadley. Dalglish getting the better of him. Dalglish still there. It's a great shot. Now Highway. And it's in. Another one for Liverpool. another one for Steve Highway. A brilliant bit of play. And that stemmed, in fact, from the ability of Kenny Dalglish to turn under pressure in the penalty area. As that ball came to him, he's got Hoadley with him, but he wriggles free of him. He puts a shot in, and it beats the goalkeeper. Unlucky that it hits the post, and here comes Steve Highway, the side footer, and Keelan can't get it. It's 2-0. Bad kick by Kennedy, by Clements. Souness does well to get it out to Case. Neil going by him. Dalglish, there goes Case. Checked his stride beautifully. Here goes Alan Kennedy forward. He's dangerous. And Johnson with a chance to make it 3. And there it is. Suddenly they were wide open again, and Liverpool punished them so severely. David Johnson making it 3-0 for Liverpool with 36 minutes only of this first half gone. Well, they knocked that ball around well in the middle. Case did well, but suddenly from nowhere it's Alan Kennedy, the left back, who comes up to make it an extra man, which Norwich City didn't pick up at all. And he's able to find a lot of space for David Johnson, who takes his time and beats the goalkeeper Keelan again. 3-0, David Johnson's third goal of the season. Thompson for Johnson, tackled from behind by Powell, and here's Thompson and Dalglish trying to get a return. Hoadley battling hard. He wouldn't let many people get away. The flag has gone up for a foul. That was right on the line. Hoadley complaining that he was having his shirt pulled. Well, a free kick right on the edge of the area. 5 in the wall. Here goes Case. It's in. And the wall looked quizzically at one another. He hit a shoulder and went in. It's 4-0, and Case gets his 4th of the season. Well, have a look at that wall as Case goes to take this shot. And really, Martin Peters on the left-hand side wasn't tight on the other 4, and the shot hits a shoulder, and Keelan has no chance whatsoever as that goes like a thunderbolt into the back of the net. 4-0. And forward goes Robson. He looked miles offside, but the linesman didn't flag. Robson, down he goes. It's a penalty. And the linesman comes towards a couple of Liverpool players who complain that really Robson should have been flagged offside before he went down into that corner. But there's no doubt about it, when the challenge did come in, that it was a foul one, and it's a penalty, and it's a chance for Ray Clements to be tested. Confidently put into the net, and how badly they could have needed that one after the devastating start by Highway in the first half. But it doesn't mean a lot as far as the scoreline is concerned. It means a lot to Ryan, of course. It's his 8th goal. It's 4-1 to Liverpool, and we've about 12 minutes left.
George, Ray Kennedy, Souness to Alan Kennedy, Dalglish, fouled by Moreland. Souness, and Phil Thompson is there. Alan Kennedy is there. Phil Thompson, and put out for a corner by McCaffrey. 2 of the back 4 up, causing problems in the Derby 6-yard area. Thompson almost got it at the first attempt. It went to Alan Kennedy. He couldn't quite control it. It came back to Thompson, and he couldn't turn it in either. 21 players in the last third of the field to our right. Highway with the corner. Thompson jumping. Middleton's catch. Packed penalty area, but the ball found its way through to Phil Thompson. The header up into the angle, caught by Middleton. Carter. former Notts County winger. In for Clark, Thompson, Ray Kennedy, Souness, and it's very much one-way traffic. And it does seem largely to be a matter of when Liverpool will score the inevitable opening goal. Case to try the cross again. And succeeding well. Highway over the goalkeeper's hands and just past the post. Disappointment for Steve Highway. Credit for Jimmy Case, who got round Powell, crossed well, and Highway's header was well judged, but just missed the far post. The referee didn't give a foul, but Souness gave a look. Neal. Intercepted by Buckley. Ray Kennedy. Dalglish. Johnson, possibilities here. Souness, defence closed. Liverpool must try another way. Highway. Souness, Dalglish. Johnson. It was really a question of which of them was going to put it in the end. When the ball was played in from the right, Souness first, then Dalglish, finally Johnson, and he felt really that any one of the three of them might have scored. Neal, Case. Nobody there for Derby. Case again. This time the long diagonal ball towards Ray Kennedy's head. So simple. Derby fast asleep. Jimmy Case looked up, saw Kennedy on the move, dropped it to perfection on his head, and Middleton was left in no man's land. Daly. Kasky. Clark. Buckley to Powell. Kennedy. Daly looking in vain to the referee as Johnson breaks. Flick into the middle where Dalglish is all alone. Goalkeeper coming out. Highway, can he score? Can Johnson score? They've taken an awful lot of time. They've still got possession. Highway on the deflection, and Middleton is relieved to see the ball in his hands. Clearance only goes as far as Neal, and once Liverpool start to move forward, it really is like the tide coming in. Souness. Daly, the Derby player, number 4. Highway. Johnson. Hooked out by Langham. Johnson so close. Good work there by Langham. Good work also by Highway, angling in the cross. Johnson got a foot to it, half smothered by the goalkeeper, and just hooked away at the last inch by Langham. George. Daly chasing, but not able to get there before Hansen. Thompson. By Johnson. Dalglish has got round his man now. Little chip. Dalglish waited, toe end, over the top, 3-0. Ray Kennedy. Dalglish has got the wrong side of Morland, but Morland recovered to concede the corner. Dalglish, when he darts around in the box, can so quickly get the wrong side of the defender. Corner play back to Alan Kennedy. And Phil Thompson. Little chip back. Header by McCaffrey. It's only come out to Souness. His shot was blocked. This is Highway. Dalglish calling for it. And in on it fast. 4-0. Ray Kennedy. Well, there was so much at 6s and 7s there. It was once again just a matter of who would add the final touch. And it was Ray Kennedy coming in for his second goal of the game. Clark. Langan. Highway. Johnson, beautiful ball, and a great break by Hansen. Will he score? He set it up for Dalglish. 5-0. What a marvellous goal. What a beautiful goal.
Latchford getting up with Hansen. Here's Walsh. Thomas has gone wide. Notice in the box as well. Latchford came near post. That's the ball that Everton love to play. And Bob Latchford always looks for Dave Thomas to get the ball into the near post. A move that Everton thrive on and get so many goals from. Dobson, good step from Everton. This is Andy King. Todd, back again to King. King in again. Dobson, King. What a scramble. Latchford's shot, well stopped. And away by Hansen. King got the ball in, but Clement saved from Latchford. Ray Kennedy. Souness, nicely away from Andy King. Oh, good try. Souness feels it was deflected. The referee says not. It was a nice approach to that shot by Souness. He just moved to one side of his midfield marker, Andy King, and made space for the shot. For Thompson, and again. Pajic that was, looking for Latchford. Oh, my word! Oh! Clements gets a let off, and so do Liverpool. He had to wait for an agonising moment when he turned round to see if it was going in. Bob Latchford found them square, got a header in, and for Everton it trickled agonisingly away. Dobson! Oh, Clements got a hand to it, did he? Dobson's header, without a doubt. Dobson, Thomas. In this case, Thomas again, though. Walsh. Nicely done. Oh, Nolte! If he'd made contact, it would surely have been a goal. Everton got a man over on the far post. The cross was good. Nolte went full length and didn't quite make it. Pajic. Again, plenty of blue shirts forward here. Thomas. Three waiting on the far post. Dobson is in there. It's going to fall for Andy King. Oh, yes, he's got it. Andy King has scored. And Everton have taken the lead with a typical King goal. And Goodison Park goes absolutely mad. Would you believe it? It was a volley that he put away so well in the top corner. Ray Kennedy, Dalglish and Billy Wright. Oh, Alan Kennedy, deflection, the flag's up, offside's been given. The flag's up on the far side. Johnson thinks he scored, and it's not been given. And Liverpool protest, but the flag was up before Johnson put the ball in the net. And somebody on the Liverpool side was in an offside position when that ball skidded across the area in the first place. Johnson thought he'd scored, but the goal is disallowed. Now then, what a strange thing when you think about the disallowed goal in the semi-final 2 years ago. Then Everton were moaning, now it's Liverpool's turn, and the score is still 1-0 to Everton. Terry McDermott waiting to come on. Oh, mistake, and Latchford's nearly in. Thomas might be in. Still Thomas. Oh, off the line by Alan Hansen, was it? Yes. Thomas holds his head, because that would have put it beyond any doubt at all. He beat the goalkeeper, and big Alan Hansen was on the line to keep Liverpool in the match. It was Ray Kennedy, it came off Nolte to Thomas, now McDermott. Ray Kennedy! Oh! Shaved the post. Right foot as well. Was on by Walsh. That's it! Everton have beaten Liverpool. Andy King, the scorer. 7 is his number, and 7 years it is since this last happened. Celebrations by the Evertonians. And emotion all round. Bob Paisley, who's seen everything in football, accepts the defeat, but King stays to salute the crowd. Liverpool's run of 23 league games unbeaten is over, and all round Everton have laid the Liverpool bogey at last.
Quickly taken by Case. Shanks really caught by the pace of Case. But pace there was too on the shot. But Phil Parkes had not left in the gap. Forced him to shoot from a very difficult angle. And he hit the side netting. And the referee's on the deck, greeted by the usual roars. They were lost for a moment then, Rangers. They might still be. A little bit tight. Souness is shot. And Phil Parkes doing very well to get all the body behind that one that went pretty low for him. Thompson. Well left by Johnson. And here's Souness. Turns with an agonised expression. The best play that Liverpool have made. He got a man in from the back. But Parkes stood up in front of him. Like that, for example. And here's Kennedy. Good save. Kennedy stayed down a long time. Here's Souness. And now Kennedy. Parkes to him. Did very, very well. Good pace from his goal by Phil Parkes. Ray Kennedy stayed down a long time. In the first place. McGee. Oh, it ran for him, and he's got Harcourt right side. Still got Harcourt there. Here he is. He's down, yes! Oh, he thumped that like a firecracker. Three men in the end. It started with a bit of luck. It seemed to have lost its way in both cases with McGee. Finally came to Harcourt, who found it for Easto to thump in. Out nearer the touchline than the centre. Case. Collins, but only to Souness. It's gone for the return. Highway got deflected. Highway gets the congratulations. But a real ricochet of a goal that I think may well have touched 2 feet on the way in. Highway will probably get the credit for it. Stan Bowles in line with the near with his arms wide. Here he is. Oh, he took that down beautifully and crossed so well. And McGee more than a little unfortunate. Flick header going wide, but some lovely skill by Stanley Bowles. Case out to the right, Johnson down the middle. Highway coming late from the left. And here is Souness. Fine save. Oh, he got down well. Set up there for Souness, who came in after Dalglish had slipped. But Phil Parks, the big man, got down very sharply. Souness. Ray Kennedy. And that's superbly struck. You cannot leave Ray Kennedy in that sort of position on his left foot. If you do, that's what happens. Cross ball, from a Rangers viewpoint, sadly missed by Stan Bowles, presenting Kennedy with the sort of opportunity that he gobbles up. Here's the train that went outside. Johnson coming the other way. Ray Kennedy, Alan Kennedy still. It's a poking sort of shot. The Liverpool supporters beginning to react to the noise coming from the home lot of the back header. Bowles. Eastoe let it run well. Here's Bowles. Eastoe. Bowles. McGee came off the keeper's legs. And Bowles has gone down in utter despair. We just saw him there, look to the heavens and then throw himself on the deck. That was a very subtle, controlled, neat build-up. But the legs were as much a part of the goalkeeper's armoury as any other part of his anatomy, and that's what saved Ray Clements and Liverpool then. He does live on the high wire. Hakook, nice touch. McGee! Well, from the moment the kick was taken then, that was all good football. Collins, McGee with the final header from Hakook's cross and then tipped over by Ray Clements. Bad run from Gillard, picked up by Dalglish. Here's Johnson, 2 players coming up on the 18-yard line, but it didn't matter. Johnson curling one in on the near post to finally put the issue beyond doubt. And really Liverpool have taken an almighty long time to put it beyond doubt. Smile on the face of the scorer. Again, a defensive mistake that started it. Johnson getting away on the left side. Had players coming forward, but didn't need them. Curled it in for that scoreline of Queen's Park Rangers 1, Liverpool 3. And Liverpool back the winning ways. They left the final outcome in doubt for rather longer than seemed likely at the start of the second half. But having been beaten away in their last match and then dropped a home point to Leeds United, they've taken both points here at Loftus Road with a 3-1 scoreline. Eastoe having given Rangers the lead, which they kept for only 2 minutes. Highway, Ray Kennedy and Johnson scoring for Liverpool.
Lundi soir à Bruxelles. 20h au Parc Astrid. Les Blancs d'Anderlecht et les Rouges de Liverpool pour une première édition de la rencontre au sommet européen. Après un round d'observation de 3 minutes, un coup franc anglais et une relance pour les Blancs d'Anderlecht. Par l'intermédiaire de l'arrière droit, Thyssen très offensif. Bousculé, l'arbitre laisse jouer. Les rouges se dégagent pas pour longtemps puisque Nielsen hérite de ce ballon, tire de l'extérieur du pied qui frôle le montant. Le voici, Nielsen, auteur du tir. Et le même Nielsen. Trouve Robbie Reisenbrink. Un numéro du capitaine, une tête de Vercotteren, c'est le but à la 16e minute. Anderlecht mène par 1 à 0. Même action, vue du sol. Reisenbrink. Centre et tête. 26e minute de jeu. Hansen. Saunes. C'est le moment que choisit le réalisateur belge pour nous montrer Cook de dos. Et heureusement, il revient sur ce tir de caisse qui marque. Nous l'avons échappé belle. Les téléspectateurs en direct dans 7 pays, sûrement aussi. Tir de caisse. Et Debris n'y peut vraiment rien. Donc, un partout à la 26e minute. Un coup franc de Dusbaba. Cook. Et un tir de Hahn, un spécialiste en la matière. Clemens était à la part. Nous allons revoir ce tir de Hahn. Rappelez-vous la Coupe du Monde et les tirs lointains du Hollandais. 38e minute de jeu. Thyssen, Nielsen. Les Blancs manifestement dominent. Gales, Vercotteren, Nielsen à nouveau. Gales. On trouve Van der Elst. Et tir du gauche magnifique. C'est le deuxième but pour Anderlecht dans cette super finale match aller. Nous revoyons le centre de Nielsen et la reprise de Van der Elst. Un coup franc sera sifflé par la suite alors que nous revoyons avec la caméra au sol toujours ce but, il en valait la peine. Le coup franc dont je vous parlais, il est britannique. Johnson va feinter, Casse va tirer, Debris va arrêter. 2-1, c'était le score à la mi-temps pour Anderlecht, chez lui, au Parc Astrid. Hahn, Nielsen, tête de qui? De Robbie Reisenbrink et Hughes sauf sur sa ligne pour Clemens. Reisenbrink est blessé sur cette action et nous la revoyons au ralenti pour voir ce qui s'est passé. En réalité, Reisenbrink a eu un choc du crâne avec Saunes. Il faut croire que le crâne anglais dans ces cas-là est plus résistant. Plus de peur que de mal pour le capitaine d'Anderlecht. Les Anglais, malgré tout, à l'attaque de temps à autre ici par l'arrière Neil. Tire, Debris détourne. On renvoie comme l'on peut et pendant ce temps-là, sur la touche, Steve Highway, lui, s'échauffe. Johnson, Dalglish. Et tir trop croisé de Dalglish que l'on a peu vu dans cette rencontre. Bob Paisley, l'entraîneur anglais. Et une belle action des Anglais. Regardez. À la base, il y a Neil, McDermott. Une talonnade de McDermott. Un tir de Saunes au ras du montant. 44e minute de jeu. Debris, Hahn et Reisenbrink, tout seul cette fois-ci. Clemens de près. C'est le 3e but obtenu par Anderlecht à 1 minute de la fin. Celui qui le met peut-être à l'abri d'une surprise au match retour. Et encore, peut-on formuler un pronostic quand l'on sera en Angleterre? Alors celui on va se l'offrir dans un replay, c'est-à-dire la même action, et puis pourquoi pas dans un ralenti. Directement du gardien à Anne, de Anne à Rezanbrink. Et le voilà, le travail au sol du capitaine d'Anderlecht. Le match au retour est prévu.
Forest take their 42-game unbeaten run to Anfield for a top-of-the-table showdown with Liverpool.
Dalglish is onside. Interesting, Hansen getting up into the front and causing some problems. But McGovern gets it away. Here's Highway. Here's Dalglish away from the long legs of Anderson. Was tripped on the edge of the area and then inside, and that's a penalty. Kemmel and Anderson going, and the penalty is given. Oh, and he just got it there, but only just. It had to be a good penalty to beat Peter Shilton. Dalglish, Alan Kennedy. Oh, it's a brilliant save! And McDermott puts it in.
So some revenge for Liverpool following their European Cup exit and the end of Forest's 42-game unbeaten run.
I don't think it's really got the credit.
Gow floats it in. Rogers! What a super volley! Well, the crowd like that. So Donald Rogers, David Rogers rather, got over that one, kept it down, but it was just wide. Souness to Alan Kennedy. It's for Highway to chase. Beautiful pass, away he goes. Great stop there by David Rogers, stooping amongst the flying boots. And away comes City. Ritchie pulling Thompson out. Well, what a good effort. Tom Ritchie made the angle and let fly, but Clements of England was right there. Tainton. Sweeney. Rogers. Hunter. Donny Gillis. And again. Well, this is patient build-up by Bristol. Now it's for Royal to battle for. Hansen gets above him, but Gow has it. And that's a good shot. That was a tremendous shot by Jerry Gow. Alan Kennedy for Dalglish. That's where he's dangerous, and this is dangerous. And that's a fine save by John Shaw. McDermott. They got Highway wide on the right. Using him as a decoy. It's Neal. To Case. To Souness. This is dangerous. This is McDermott. Oh, my goodness me. And John Shaw having a go in defence there. Ray Kennedy. Highway. Souness. Letting one go. Oh, and what a stinger. Tainton. Donny Gillis. Peter Cormack. Tainton. Thompson clearing. Royal will send Whitehead in. Now this is dangerous. Well, he had Whitehead inside for a chip, but Clive elected to shoot, and Clements was there. The pace of the game, terrific at times. Patient midfield build-up and then frenzied faster. Quite an entertaining mixture, but of course the big crowd, most of all, want a Bristol goal. And just these last few moments, Bristol have begun to push forward nicely. Whitehead. Ritchie. Gow. That's for Gillies. A good nod down. And it's there! A tremendous goal by Joe Royal. And the crowd love that. Well, the crowd go
cut out by Whitehead. Beautiful interception by Clive Whitehead. Beats Hansen. And Tom Ritchie can't quite connect. Good piece of work there by the substitute. The crowd whistling for the final whistle, but Mr. Salmon looking at his watch and keeping play going. Bristol's throw. They've worked for this victory, they've survived a few crises, but most of all they've worked, and they've got it! And the crowd are on their feet, and it's Bristol City 1, Liverpool 0, and there's the man whose 75th minute goal.
Which Liverpool, the holders, started 3-1 down to Cup Winners' Cup holders Anderlecht.
And really, this is absolutely farcical. There are very, very few people, of the thousands in the stadium, could really see what's happening. And that must apply to many of the players as well. Dalglish putting it down. And who shot it? It was stopped. And number 3, Evelyn Hughes, knocked it in. And Liverpool go ahead, and they won't want it stopped now. Van der Elst through. And he scored. That makes it 1 each on the night. And this surely means that Anderlecht take the European Super Cup. Neil, Case, Thompson, Dalglish, Fairclough, and it's there.
Liverpool lost 4-3 on aggregate.
For McDermott, number 10. See how the ball slowed up there on the snow. Still McDermott. Case. Dalglish turning. What a scramble, Dalglish! Well, the conditions obviously won't help defenders, particularly when players like Dalglish try to turn quickly. He fouled there as he did so, but Bob Paisley, the manager, pointed out to me before the match that it'll be very slow sometimes, the ball on this snow, and it certainly slowed up there to stay in play for Liverpool. Oh, good running on this side by Dalglish. Souness. Dalglish. Got Dudley shadowing him at the moment. Here's Souness. What a tremendous volley by Case. Fairclough. Touched on to McDermott. Here's Souness. Oh, right the way across and hooked away by Pountney, number 8, from the feet of Ray Kennedy. So a corner to Liverpool. Laverick. Well done. That was set up for Dudley to shoot. Paul Dudley, local boy, only 19. Took that quite nicely. Laverick it was with the overhead kick, which was very useful in those circumstances. The ball came right out to Dudley, and from 25 yards, he had Clement stretching a bit. See the familiar faces there of Joe Fagan and Ronnie Moran in the red tracksuits. Oh, here's Parker. He's got a break on here, and Clements was brilliant. It's come to Fell, and the chance may have gone. And if it has, what a great chance it was. Here's Stead, though. Souness. Well, Liverpool, as is their habit sometimes, were caught square. The ricochet put Parker through, and Clements, well, that may have looked as if it was an orthodox save, but it was a marvellous piece of anticipation, and it was England stuff, really. International class goalkeeping in the snow at Southend. It's going to be a quick corner, though. Here's Case. Oh, and Corsten thought about coming, and then Hansen's header found him in the right place. Hansen getting back. Paul Thompson. Given away. Laverick. Can he get Morris away? Here he is. There are 5 minutes left. It's still Southend 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool with their sub on. This is Dalglish. Fairclough didn't take it in his stride. Case, he might now. Fairclough's through. And a very smart piece of goalkeeping by Corsten, showing that he's just as fast off his line as Ray Clements. So the crowd trying to rouse the third division side to the dramatic finish. They've battled every inch of the way and done all that's been expected of them against Liverpool. No goals, but still time for something unexpected, perhaps, with about 4 minutes or so left on the watch. Yates. Nicely touched off. This is Laverick. And again Laverick. Foul by Dalglish. Oh, and my word, there's some kind of flare or smoke bomb or something been let off there by one of the... Well, it's happened at the end where the Liverpool supporters are congregating. And no doubt about the colour either. One or two policemen drifting in the general direction, but it looks to me as if it's smoke which clears very quickly indeed. Is driven by Fell, in again by Yates, up in the air by Moody, and coming out to Hadley. Oh, and a miss kick by Alan Hansen, and oh, and my word, there was an appeal for a penalty as well, never mind the near miss. Parker took a tumble, and Liverpool for a moment had lost touch with each other there. There was a complete nonsense of a clearance, which Hansen managed to take away from his own player. And anything could have happened then, and very nearly did. Yates tries to find a way through the middle, and Morris is away. Well, it wasn't too difficult to save that for an England goalkeeper. Oh, the crowd are loving these last few minutes because Southend are throwing everything at Liverpool now. Dalglish is away. Highway to his left. Fairclough through the centre. Still Highway. Skids to a halt. And the referee has blown right on the 90-minute mark. There was no stoppages in the second half, and David Smith off the bench applauds his third division side, and rightly so. A very fine performance by Southend, and the manager leads the applause. Liverpool, used to this sort of test, responded firmly to the conditions, but Southend threw everything at them, had one very good chance in the first half, and at the other end kept Liverpool very much in control. So a replay next week at Anfield, probably Tuesday I would think, and a full-time score here at Roots Hall after a very competitive cup tie of Southend from the third division 0, Liverpool, the FA Cup favourites 0. The pride at stake at Anfield today is reflected on the terraces as much as on the pitch. A capacity crowd of around 52,000 with the gates shut just after 2 o'clock. And those lucky ones who are inside well aware that for Liverpool this is the most acid test of the season as far as the First Division Championship is concerned. The team news is that Liverpool picked the 12 players who beat Blackburn in the FA Cup in midweek. Bob Paisley's worries about the pitch have eased with the better weather today, although it's going to be harder on the far side than it is on the near side. But all the players wearing studs, many of them longish studs. Referee Keith Butcher made a morning inspection before deciding the match could go ahead, and how good it is now, after all the fractured fixture lists we've had, to see Liverpool in the red and Albion in the stripes, getting back to serious business in the First Division Championship. Tony Godden, the Albion goalkeeper, with lots to prove today. He made a disastrous error in the match at the Hawthorns against Liverpool earlier in the season when Dalglish scored. Alan Hansen and Alistair Brown, who's on the ball now. Cunningham is to his left. Tackling back by Jimmy Case. Phil Neal completed the clearance. Tony Brown. A bit ambitious. Alan Kennedy cut it out. Oh, Dalglish. Nicely away from Robertson. Oh, and a good save by Godden. He's restored the balance a bit now with Dalglish. But still it's Liverpool with Case. Exciting football there. Dalglish let go and Godden was equal to it. And now Albion's turn to examine Liverpool with Cunningham. Oh, and Neal has slipped and Cunningham's away here. Oh, and Clements. For a moment I thought he'd lost it. An awkward surface and Cunningham's cross gave Clements a little problem. Ray Kennedy. Souness, Alan Kennedy. McDermott well forward in the centre. That was over without Godden touching it from Alan Kennedy. Laurie Cunningham. And that came off Alan Kennedy. Goal kick. McDermott. On the way, Robertson and now Statham. Albion well aware that Liverpool have only let in 2 goals at Anfield this season in the league. One was scored by Leeds and the other by Queen's Park Rangers. Indeed, Leeds the only team to take a point from Anfield against Liverpool this season. Dalglish trying to tempt his man in to make the challenge. Here's Souness. McDermott's in here. Dalglish. Albion bodies all over the place in the goal mouth, and Liverpool have scored. McDermott made it possible with one of his familiar runs. He found space inside the area. The ball pulled back, and Dalglish scores his first league goal since the 21st of October. And he scores it, fittingly, in the 21st minute. Well made by McDermott. So, Liverpool get the first breakthrough. And now the test is very much of Albion's character. Meantime, at the Anfield Road end, somebody's lit a fire. There's a header by Wilde. Tony Brown tracking back with McDermott, and he'll need to do that. Neil. Ron Atkinson, the Albion manager in the leather coat, just takes his seat on the bench at the start of the second half. And I would imagine his team talk would have been quite an inspired one, because one or two Albion players looked rather overawed to me in the first half. Maybe that's what comes of playing Liverpool at Anfield on the big occasion. Liverpool have won a record 10 championships. Albion have only ever won one. Oh, Dalglish brilliantly. Fairclough just inside. Actually, wasn't quite the perfect pass to him. I think he thought it was going to come in front of him, not behind him, but they got a corner out of it. And Dalglish again, a thorn in Albion's side. Liverpool, though, are poised to make a substitution either before or after the corner. Jimmy Case is going to come off. And Steve Highway has replaced him. Highway's first touch. Almost made it 2-0. It was on by Alistair Brown. Tony Brown. Albion, their own worst enemy, is there with the clearance. Look at the way Dalglish is running this match. McDermott, Fairclough. Oh, it's 2. Davy Fairclough. Look how pleased he is. Well, Dalglish again set the thing up. And when it was pushed through to Fairclough, the shot quickly taken in the corner. And Liverpool lead by 2-0. 52 minutes gone. And very, very rarely do you see Liverpool pull back from this sort of position. Well, now Liverpool can play the match more at their pace because they've got a 2-goal lead. And they're worth it. They've been in command almost from the start. Cop want more, though. Kennedy. Oh, look at Souness. So much space. Kennedy, what a run! Oh, that was brilliant! And no wonder he holds his head. Alan Kennedy, who's had an inspired match, came through them all there. A 30-yard run, and only the finish wasn't quite right. And that's symptomatic of the way Liverpool have played today. Alistair Brown, Cantello, Cunningham. That's a good ball to Batson. Oh, and Alan Kennedy, everything's gone right for him today. Everything. Cantello, Statham. That was quite what Hansen intended. He may still be slightly struggling with the injury. John Weiler. Oh, and Brown came in. Ali Brown, the scorer. And Albion are back at 2-1. Alistair Brown coming in behind John Weil, getting the header in, and 67 minutes gone. It's 2-1 now, and Albion are back in the hunt. Still Dalglish now. Can he finish it? Driven out wide in the end. Still got his cross in. Souness. And Albion competing so much better than they did in the first half. They've got a break on, but it's all over. And in the end, it was close. Liverpool have overtaken Albion in the First Division with that win, and have also ended Albion's great run of 19 unbeaten games. Dalglish and Fairclough for Liverpool, Alistair Brown for West Bromwich Albion, the scorers. But the story of the match, surely, that if Albion has played as well in the first hour as they managed to do in the last 20 minutes, or perhaps a bit more, well, it could have been so different. Liverpool were completely in charge until Ali Brown got the goal back, and then in the end, particularly in the last 10 minutes, might even have dropped a point. But as the crowd applaud the players on, it's Liverpool 2, West Brom 1.
To win the league with a record 69 points.
Here's McDermott. Ray Kennedy, oh, what a brilliant run by Ray Kennedy! Oh, what a marvellous goal! Terry McDermott delivered the pass and it was a killer. But what about the way Ray Kennedy finished it off? He just waltzed through, sold the goalkeeper, a goal that had class and quality written all over it.
As did Liverpool.
Neil just a little too strong there on stride, and a free kick. Ray Wilkins. Harris with Dalglish trying to stop him. Harris going all the way, and there might be something here yet for Chelsea. Oh, my word, and Langley put it against the post in the end after great work between Wilkins and Langley, and a certain amount of confusion in that Liverpool defence. And it was Langley who, it certainly from this angle, appeared to hit Clements' post, with Clements with no chance really of making a save. Now thought there was an obstruction by the Liverpool defender. The referee thought otherwise. McDermott now sending Dalglish on his way. Look at the keeper right out. My word, that could have been disastrous for Perotta. That could have been the most embarrassing moment. The impetuousness really of him coming right out there. It was never going to be his ball. And Dalglish could really have made him look silly. So Chelsea with the momentum going their way at the moment. The corner comes swinging in there. Harris with the shot. That corner from Ray Wilkins swinging mercilessly in there and causing Liverpool a few problems. Clements getting up there to fist it away. Harris with the shot. Johnson, or rather Jordan, keeping in play for Neil. It's Thompson. And now Case. Flicked in there for Dalglish. Oh, Dalglish! And a goal! Dalglish! You can't give him a moment to think or a yard to work in the penalty area, and that's what United did there. But what skill! Bailey couldn't quite get to it, and just inside that far post. Liverpool a goal up. Kenny Dalglish, 17 minutes. Greenoff. Jordan's right in there. And Jordan! Well, their reply was quick, and it was effective. That's when it all began, as Greenoff heaved it into the middle. Joe Jordan was there, just inside the post. Clements was beaten, and United are back. Neil now, McDermott, and now Alveston can nick it away here for Jimmy Greenoff. Wasn't a good ball played there by Greenoff. That's a nice one though for Case, and a good one coming in towards penalty. Well, that is a controversial penalty. The shove in the back on Kenny Dalglish. Case playing it in there. Well, that seems a very, very, very harsh penalty indeed. McQueen has got a yellow card, but that seemed to me a guy with his hands at his side, making contact with the ball with his head, but the referee saw it another way. That seemed a desperately harsh penalty. But it gives Liverpool a chance, and it's Terry McDermott who's taken the penalty, and not Phil Neal. McDermott with the penalty. Oh, he's missed it! Now, could Manchester United reform in time? Souness. Oh, and a save! What drama! Great piece of play by Bailey. And Liverpool have lost two chances of going back into the league. That's the penalty miss. Bailey going the wrong way. Here's the corner coming in, and it was McQueen who got the header. But I must say, my feeling is that justice was done. Alveston again. Brian Greenough. And Thomas there. Now, can he turn it back? He can, brilliantly. Hanson's header. Jimmy Greenough. And Jordan straight in the arms of Clements. And still United are carrying this great battle to Liverpool. Thomas turning it back well. Hanson's header. Jimmy Greenoff's shot. And a lovely shot on the turn there by Jordan straight at Clements. Jimmy Greenoff. Alveston chipping it in there. Brian Greenoff was right in there, playing much more forward in the second half. Koppel's in there. And Brian Greenoff's in there. And Brian Greenoff has done it. This is the moment. Koppel right in there. Greenoff, who played so far forward, under the Liverpool crossbar, and Manchester United are in the lead. Now Jimmy Greenoff's there. Mickey Thomas is around the place. Sammy McElroy might well be having a dip here. It's McElroy running over it, and Mickey Thomas. Oh, a marvellous save! Great goalkeeping, because the deflection was a wicked one there, off the wall. But Clements soaring beautifully to push it away. So 2-1 it remains, a quarter of an hour to go, and a quarter of an hour for Liverpool now to keep their dreams of a league and cup double alive. A quarter of an hour for Manchester United to hold on and take themselves back to Wembley again. McQueen is there, completely unmarked. Well, that's not only uncharacteristic of Liverpool, it's absolutely remarkable. Just look at the space in the 6-yard area too for Gordon McQueen. No wonder Phil Thompson was furious with his defenders around him. Now McDermott. Dalglish is in there. And when he's around, all things are possible. Bailey had it and lost it, and will regret it if he's punished for this now, as McDermott turns it in. McQueen getting it away, only as far as Hughes. And Dalglish is in there! Just over. And it would have counted, there's no flag up. Getting in there, flicking it over Bailey, but also over the crossbar. Very nearly brought Liverpool right back into it there, having scored that brilliant opening goal of the afternoon. Well, it's a warning for Manchester United if any of their fans have started to count chickens, and here's Koppel! No! What a brilliant semi-final. One moment Liverpool were right back in it, you seem to think at any rate, and at the moment there, Koppel could have made it safe for United. Thompson. And the Reds go marching in. The United fans are already beginning to celebrate, and that might just be a little too early. Although here's Jordan, and here's Jimmy Greenoff, and Clements coming way out of his goal, and then Hughes backing him up. Good decision by linesman and referee. Greenoff was maybe a foot inside his own half when that ball was played. Highway getting in behind. Touch back there for Kennedy. Lays down superbly. When will the excitement end? That was a great contribution from Highway. So neat there. Nicol caught a little bit unaware, in fact. Round he goes. And a good diving save by Bailey. 8 minutes to go. It'll find Dalglish. They dare not let him turn. Overhead there towards Johnson. Oh! Kicked off the line by Martin Buchan from Graham Souness. And another corner. Dalglish up to his devilment again.
There's Souness's shot, and Buchan on the line, getting it away with effort. And Liverpool's fans rousing them to make a really big effort in the 7 minutes that now remain. Neil finding McDermott, Highway outside him. Thompson up ahead of him. Bailey is down, and that's the goal! Hansen! So near for United, and so far now. Thompson surging into the attack. Bailey could only touch it to Hansen. Thank you very much, the equaliser. 2-2. Maybe it yet could be United's turn. And look at the space out here now for Jimmy Greenock. The cross coming in, Jordan coming to meet it. Ryan Greenock. Looks as though he's hardly got any strength left. Thomas putting it in, Hughes with the header away. And now a break for Liverpool as Neil finds McDermott. And Johnson soaring up ahead of him. And Highway swarming down the left. Taking on Nicol. And a good save by Bailey. That would have just crept in. Highway looking in great form. But down goes Bailey, pushing it away.
Thomas looks for Jordan. Jordan being marked by Hansen, a fellow Scot. But a good ball from Jordan to McElroy. Popple is to his right, so is Macari. Here's Lou Macari. Good save, Clements. Here's Jordan. McElroy. And Ray Clements saves Liverpool. A fine break. The ball played inside by Joe Jordan. Lou Macari came through onto the pass, and Clements made a fine save. Ray Kennedy's header. Now Nicol. Hansen. Kennedy. Macari. One for Jordan to chase. Oh, it's come to it as well. Jordan, brilliant again. Popple, oh, and Clements. What a save. A double save this time, and no wonder he shouts, because the defence lets him down again. Mistake by Thompson. In goes Jordan. Clements is there the first time, and again at Popple's feet the second. Dalglish. Popple. Struck Kennedy. Now it's Highway. Good cross. McDermott's on the end of this. Souness! Good save by Bailey. Souness struck it well, and Bailey held on where many might have fumbled it. The cross comes from Highway, delivered to the far post. Beyond it, McDermott turns it back. Souness strikes, and Bailey hangs on. Popple. Greenock. Free kick to Manchester United. Has gone across to the far side to join Joe Jordan. Here they come now. The Queen got up there. McElroy. Oh, and Ray Clements for once was out of his ground. And Manchester United couldn't get it in. Clements came to meet the cross. In goes McQueen. Beats the goalkeeper with the header. Jimmy Greenock hoping to pounce. So is McElroy. And Liverpool, with McQueen lofting it too high, survive again. Orbiston. Cross bent in and well cut out by Ray Kennedy. That's a corner to Manchester United. Jordan against the bar. Joe Jordan so close to scoring for the second match running. The Liverpool player headed it back across. Jordan got in above Hemlin Hughes, and it hit the crossbar. Playing very well, Manchester United, in seizing the midfield and getting forward at every opportunity. Jordan
McQueen felt the effects of the challenge on Johnson. Neil. Kennedy hit the bar and away by Buchan. Well, that's one against the woodwork now at either end. Offside this time, McDermott. Well, Neil got the cross in. And watch Ray Kennedy, number 5. He comes from a deep position, unseen. The header smacks against the crossbar, just as Jordan's did at the other end. And again, the rebound was clear. Queen. I think Lou Macari may be hobbling after one of those midfield challenges in the last few minutes. He certainly looked at the bench 2 or 3 times, Macari, as though he wants to go off. Socks are rolled down. Thomas. McElroy is just inside. Greenough is far post. Jimmy Greenough! Manchester United have scored! And it's the man that got the winner in the final! Jimmy Greenough! Won't you believe it? Made possible by Mickey Thomas, who saw Greenough on the far post, and Greenough heads it past Clements. And Manchester United still want to make the substitution, but it's being made against a tremendous background of noise. They want Lou Macari off and Andy Ritchie on, but Dave Sexton knows now that Manchester United are close to Wembley. 13 minutes from the end, Jimmy Greenough has scored. The master craftsman was in the right place at the right time. Bruins time added on for stoppages as Johnson goes in. The ball comes to Souness. Coppell tries to shut down Hughes. Hansen. Well, they're giving Souness some space. Hughes climbs up with McQueen. Oh, what about that for a clearance from the floor? It's all over! Manchester United are there! And Bob Paisley, sportingly, goes across to Dave Sexton. And Jimmy Greenough, one of the game's great professionals, has achieved it all over again. Manchester United 1, Liverpool 0. Jimmy Greenoff the scorer, 30 minutes from the end, and Manchester United supporters are celebrating again.
Neil to Thompson. Dermot. Neil. Neil now up towards Dalglish, who was hoping that O'Leary would miss it. He was disappointed. Neil to try again. Now towards Ray Kennedy, who's jumped well. Dalglish was in, but so too was O'Leary. Jennings accepts that O'Leary did the right thing there. There's a good jump here by Ray Kennedy. Gets up well, and in goes Dalglish, and O'Leary couldn't wait for Jennings. And Kennedy. Ray Kennedy up again looking for it, but it was Young who headed out, and it's another corner. This time, it's as though Case will take it. Hansen, Dalglish, he's turned, couldn't get the shot in, nor could Johnson. Jennings blocked it, and blocked it again from Case, and it's a corner. 3 of them in succession had a go there, as the corner came over from Case. Hansen's is the header, Dalglish turns now, but can't get any weight behind the shot. Johnson's is blocked, so too is Case's. Over it comes again, this time to Souness. Neil, good left foot, beating the crossbar by about a foot. by Rice. Neil, not read by Ray Kennedy. Rice allowed to run. Wasn't really taking him anywhere. Thompson waited and picked him off. Case is away here. Chance for the shot, and it's in! In the end, the most direct of approaches paid off. Case picking it up just outside the centre circle, past the challenge, into the space, and letting the shot go under Jennings. Souness with the free kick. And headed out for a corner by Stapleton, when really he had plenty of time to control that ball. So, an unexpected corner for Liverpool. Alan Kennedy. Crossing with the right foot onto Hansen's head, and Jennings making one of those saves which has so made him respected by the Liverpool cop. Alan Kennedy did very well here with the right foot, dropping this cross right on Hansen's head. The header is perfectly placed, and what a good save. Rice. Stapleton. Hansen steps in. Sunderland, back to Talbot. Ricks, with Walford taking the left touchline. And Ricks goes round Case and tries the shot, and he tested Clements. It was a very good shot. Ricks finding a very good left foot there after he'd gone round Jimmy Case. Just time to look, measure the angle and distance, and it brought out a good save from Clements. O'Leary. Steve Walford. Case challenged by Ricks, but riding it. Now Neil, McDermott, Johnson to Souness, and just a touch, but Dalglish will score. In the end, Liverpool had too many men free, and Dalglish got the final touch. Case getting it inside to Neil, then McDermott, then Johnson, now Souness, and Jennings does very well here, but nobody to stop Dalglish. Alan Kennedy. Hansen. Thompson. Now McDermott. Case. Souness. Slipping Talbot. Could be number 3 here. McDermott gets it. Made by Souness, finished by McDermott. A goal of classic simplicity. Once Case had given the ball to Souness and he had slipped Talbot. Talbot came really the wrong side of him. And then Souness is able to cut it back wide of Jennings, and McDermott finishes it off.
There's Lou Macari beaten by Souness. Here's Dalglish. He's going to find Case. Still Case. He scored a fine individual goal at that end against Arsenal last week to mark his return to the side, Jimmy Case. And when you look back at Liverpool's results, he is a very important player in their team. Ritchie, that's a good turn. Oh, what a very good move. Joe Jordan came in there and very nearly put Manchester United in front, and Clement speaks to the defence because They were caught short again, Liverpool. Ritchie made the opening on the left. He got round nicely. It was a fierce cross, and Jordan came hurling himself in and might well have scored. That's on by Johnson. Dalglish! Oh, what a good save! The play set up by David Johnson with the flick header, but it took Dalglish only a split second to turn and wrap in the shot, which Bailey, going to his right, did just as well to save. Kennedy came in, so did Thompson. It was away in the end by Albiston. Here's Thompson. Alan Kennedy. Did that nicely. Dalglish! Kenny Dalglish, the scorer. His 22nd of the season for Liverpool. And a goal beautifully made for him by Alan Kennedy, who over on the left-hand side there, checked, came back inside Steve Coppell, delivered the cross to the far post, and Dalglish put it away. Bristol City. McDermott. Souness didn't get a hold of that. And you have the feeling, watching the Liverpool team, especially the midfield players, that they've put their minds today to doing what they couldn't quite do in the semi-final. Here's Nicol. Ritchie and United in a good position here with Coppell. Plenty of support inside. Macari! And that might well have been the equaliser. Steve Coppell broke well down the right wing. He had good support in the middle from Macari nearest to him, who didn't quite get the height on it. Or shall we say that Clements was at his most alert. Thomas. Just overran that slightly, and here's Ray Kennedy with Case breaking on the right. Liverpool have played that ball so well this afternoon. McDermott is in support inside, and Phil Neal's made a run from the back. Still Case. There's Neal! Oh, I say! Phil Neal, so delighted, as well he might be, because this today is his 250th match for Liverpool Football Club in the first team, and he celebrates with a lovely goal. Neal saw his chance there to join the attack from a deep position. He was well found by Case, and he slid the ball past Bailey. Thomas. Nothing given. Bill Thompson, I think, enjoying himself, and the referee quite convinced that Thomas took a dive. But Liverpool allowing Manchester United no respite at all. Neal. The ball against Greenough. Here's McDermott. Johnson. Wide is Case, waiting in the centre. Dalglish and Ray Kennedy. Away by Greenough. Case again. Johnson should have done better. Ray Kennedy. It's all one way. Dalglish. Here's Hansen for Liverpool. Dalglish. Still there, Dalglish, and Buchan got in the way of the shot because Dalglish knew it was on its way. He's obviously going to haunt them right up to the end, having opened the scoring in the first half. Martin Buchan got in the way. And Souness has got McDermott running down the right. He's still running. Souness makes his way into the penalty area, joined by three others. Johnson came in. He's got Thomas down the left. Coppell just inside. Feels for offside, not given. Thomas's cross, hooked away by Neal. Thomas again. Comes a chance here at the end for Manchester United. Oh, Oh, and Kennedy missed it, and so did Bakari, and Coppell's there, and so is Neil. What a mess. Bakari's header, then Coppell, and oh, out the hands of the goalkeeper by Hansen. What is going on back there? It's almost carnival time in the penalty area, right at the end. I think even Clemens can see the funny side of it. It was really his ball then, surely. Thomas, McIlroy, finally driven wide, and the referee puts an end to the match, which was really completed on a fairly humorous note. But Liverpool will be in good spirits because they have completed the double in the league over the team who knocked them out of the FA Cup semi-final. A goal in each half, and a goal in which the full-backs played a part, because Phil Neal got the second just after half-time, and the first one was made by his other full-back partner, Alan Kennedy, for Kenny Dalglish. So a good team performance by Liverpool, who ran the match in the second half, and surely now one has to feel that the championship of the First Division looks like coming to Anfield for the 11th time. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 0.
The road to Liverpool's 11th League Championship has been signposted so long that almost the only question was when and where they'd actually win it. Arriving at Anfield for last night's final home game against Villa, there was no doubting the message from 50,000 Merseyside prophets that the end of Nottingham Forest's reign as champions was at hand. Victory and 2 points would clinch the league for the third time in 4 seasons, and the unswerving faith of public and players alike was rewarded in 47 seconds. Dalglish lays the ball back to McDermott, and it's full-back Alan Kennedy popping up as Liverpool's most forward attacking player, who turns it into the net. The most magical goal in Liverpool's 3-0 victory was saved from the Kop end. A cut back from the goal line by Dalglish that seemed impossible, and McDermott's finishing immaculate.
And so, what is arguably Liverpool's greatest ever team secured the club's 11th championship with a record total of 68 points to mark Bob Paisley's 40th anniversary at Anfield.
Laps of honour have almost worn a path in the turf at Anfield in the past 7 seasons. But experience suggests British football might only appreciate how good they are when their achievements are recalled in years to come.
To win the championship and only concede 16 goals. And we only conceded 4 goals at Anfield all year. And people would say to you, well, you must have been really defensive. But we actually scored 85 goals that year.
Liverpool's total of 85 goals secured a £50,000 payday from the Sun newspaper, which had set a target of 84 goals.
Who scored the 84th? Yeah, me, yeah. I was running to the crowd going, 50 grand, it's like that rather than...
Honestly, that's 3 times now, and you deserve it. Just look at them yourself, for everyone of the team and the manager especially. Just unbelievable.
Couldn't have wrote it in the book better.
Can you remember 40 years ago, the first day you arrived here?
Can't remember that far back.
Seems a long time ago, does it?
Been here 4 years now and have 3 championship medals. It's unbelievable. Brilliant. Absolutely magic.